Hi, I'm Lynn Ishgreen of the eVideo course, and I'm here today with Wendy Kivi. She's the event planner for Symposium 22. Wendy, how are you?
Just fine.
Glad to have you.
Good to see you.
Good. Wendy, can you tell us a little about your role as the event planner for the symposium?
As the event planner, I basically do the basic coordination of the event. That means I work with McKinney Reservations to make the room arrangements and the dining services to make the luncheon arrangements. I work with the planning committee. We have a planning committee where there is one person from every department who represents the departments of the College of Arts and Sciences on the planning committee, and then also a representative from the other 4 colleges. And we all gather together once a month to plan the symposium. So I do everything from the basic coordination and the little jobs that just have to get done to working with the planning committee.
Great. Sounds like a lot of involvement from a lot of people, and you're the linking pin. You're the one that brings it all together. How far out from the actual event do you start the planning process?
We have succeeded in making this almost a year-round planning activity. We don't do as much during the summer months and early fall, but we basically think about the symposium year-round, and as soon as we're done with this year's symposium, we will have a wrap-up meeting with the committee and talk about what we want to do for next year and how to improve the event for next year.
Great.
That's always one of our goals, is to find a way to make the next year's event even better than this year's event.
And that leads me to my next big burning question. What designates this year's event as being unique from previous events?
To be honest, most of the things are related to technology. Each year we have more and more students who want to use PowerPoint presentations, and it's a challenge to get the equipment into the McKinney Union and working and running. I have a technology team this year that has actually pulled together from all across campus to do all the things that we need to make our event run with technology, from webcasting to the PowerPoint presentations to a photo opportunity for the students and the faculty sponsors. We have a lot of people really working with technology this year. Also, we have a website that has just been developed over the last 4 years or so, and it's just growing and getting better every single year.
Sounds wonderful. That sounds great. As I look through your brochure on the event, it sounds really, really exciting, and you have a number of different ways that presentations are done, from the posters to the oral presentations. Can you give us a little feel for what the students are going to experience when they go to those?
Well, a poster presentation. Those students who elect to do a poster presentation receive basically a blank board, a 40 by 60 inch foam core board that is theirs to assemble their presentation on. And the diversity again ranges from a chemistry presentation to a presentation from the World College and the Department of English Language and Literature that talks about a study abroad program. So there's a lot of diversity right within the poster displays. The oral presentations are very much the same. Those students get 15 minutes, 10 minutes for their oral presentation and 5 minutes for introductions and wrap up. And during that time, they share the results of their research projects and different academic adventures that they've been on during the last semester or the last year.
Sounds like a wonderful experience for the students that are presenting, as well as for the students that are going to be attending. And I'm wondering, from your perspective, we all see a very smooth, well put together forum. Behind the scenes, when you're doing the planning, I'm sure there's a lot that goes into putting all the pieces together. Can you give us a feel for what that's like?
Let's see, today, I'll tell you about today. Came in this morning, wanted to start working on some of the last minute name tags for folks, trying to gather the last little bit of names of special guests for the event and get their name tags ready. Had an opportunity to meet with Susan Anderson from the Honors Program. She's on our committee, and part of the reasons I was meeting with her was to go over some ideas about how to manage the luncheon and the guests at the luncheon. We have table sponsors this year for the first time for the luncheon, and so we will have special guests from outside of the university community coming onto campus to host a table for students and their faculty sponsors and their guests. And so there's new organizational schemes that have to be done. And so Susan sat with me today to do that. And then now I'm having the chance to be interviewed by you.
And this is great. We really, really appreciate having you involved in this, gives us a real good sense of what all is entailed in doing this kind of a project. So thank you. We want to, once again, thank you very much for being a part of our webcast.
You're welcome.